Welcome to Science for You channel. Today we are going to discuss about some basic concepts of organic chemistry. This video is useful to remember the key points of hyperconjugation, resonance, stability of carbocations, free radicals, carbon ions, and thin layer chromatography. Next, bond order in compounds which exhibit resonance. We should know what is resonance. Resonance means when two or more Lewis structures are possible for a molecule, it is said to be said to exhibit resonance. Okay, so if a molecule exhibits resonance, it has bond order is equal to total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures divided by total number of resonating structures. Okay, so bond order in which in compounds which exhibit resonance is equal to total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures divided by total number of resonating structures. Okay, next one is hyperconjugation. In hyperconjugation, number of hyperconjugating structures is directly proportional to number of alpha hydrogens, which is directly proportional to its stability, which is inversely proportional to heat of hydrogenation, which is directly proportional to polarity, and which is directly proportional to dipole moment, which is inversely proportional to bond length. Okay, so hyperconjugation, number of hyperconjugating structures is directly proportional to number of alpha hydrogens, which is directly proportional to stability, which is inversely proportional to heat of hydrogenation, and which is directly proportional to polarity, is directly proportional to dipole moment, which is inversely proportional to bond length, number of hyperconjugating structures. Okay. So, and what is hyperconjugation? Hyperconjugation is the stabilizing interaction that results from the interaction of the electrons in sigma bond, usually CH or CZ bond, with an adjacent empty or partially filled p orbital or pi orbital to give an extended molecular orbital that increases the stability of the system. Okay, hyperconjugation is the stabilizing interaction that results from the interaction of the electrons in a sigma bond, usually CH or CZ bond, with an adjacent empty or partially filled p orbital or pi orbital to give an extended molecular orbital that increases the stability of the system. So this is known as hyperconjugation. So this is different from resonance. So in resonance, delocalization of electrons delocalized electrons involving in resonance, but in hyperconjugation, electrons in sigma bonds and partially or empty or partially filled p orbital or pi orbital involving in this interaction and hyperconjugation. Stability of free radicals. So is directly proportional to plus I effect. Plus I means plus inductive effect, is inversely proportional to minus I effect, and is which is directly proportional to plus R effect, which is inversely proportional to minus R effect. Some examples for free radical order: triphenyl methyl radical, diphenyl methyl radical, phenyl methyl radical. So that is benzyl radical is greater than allyl radical, is greater than tertiary radical, is greater than secondary radical, and is greater than primary radical, is greater than methyl radical, is greater than ethylene radical. Next one is stability of carbocations. Stability of free radicals and stability of carbocations almost equal. Stability of carbocations is directly proportional to plus I effect, is inversely proportional to minus I effect, is directly proportional to plus R effect, which is inversely proportional to minus R effect. Okay, so some order of some carbocations are triphenyl methyl carbocation, diphenyl methyl carbocation, benzyl carbocation is greater than allyl carbocation is greater than tertiary carbocation is greater than secondary carbocation which is greater than primary carbocation and which is greater than methyl carbocation. Next one is stability of carbon ions. Stability of carbon ion is completely different from stability of free radical and stability of carbon ions, carbocations. So here stability of carbocations is directly proportional to minus I effect, which is inversely proportional to plus I effect, which is directly proportional to minus R effect, is directly inversely proportional to plus R effect. Okay. So some order of carbocations are triphenyl carbon ion, diphenyl carbon ion, benzyl carbon ion is greater than allyl carbon ion, which is greater than methyl carbon ion, which is greater than primary carbon ion, which is greater than secondary carbon ion, which is greater than tertiary carbon ion. Okay, so so in this example, we have noticed the differences of carbon ion and carbon ion. So here the methyl carbon ion has the highest stability than the tertiary, but in case of free radical and carbocation, here tertiary carbocation has the higher stability than the methyl carbocation. This is the basic difference between carbon ion and carbocation and free radicals. Next, the stability of carbene. So there are two states in carbene, triplet and singlet. Triplet state have the higher stability than the singlet state. Okay, triplet have the highest stability than the singlet carbene ion. Next, thin layer chromatography. Here we have to remember this retention factor definition. RF is equal to distance travelled by a compound from baseline X is divided by distance travelled by the solvent from baseline Y. Okay, so which is known as retention factor. Next, quantitative analysis of organic components. In first method, Liebig combustion method. So Liebig method is used for the estimation of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so the percentage of carbon is equal to 12 by 44 into mass of carbon dioxide formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Okay, percentage of hydrogen is equal to 2 by 18 into mass of H2O formed by mass of compound taken into 100. Okay, so next Dumas method. In Dumas method is used for the estimation of nitrogen. Okay, so percentage of nitrogen is equal to 28 by 22,400 into volume of N2 at STP divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Okay, so percentage of nitrogen is also estimated estimated by this calculation is equal to percentage of nitrogen is equal to 1.4 into normality of acid into volume of acid used by mass of compound taken. Next, Gelthol's method. Gelthol's method is also used for the estimation of nitrogen. Percentage of nitrogen is equal to 1.4 into molarity of acid into volume of acid used by into basicity of acid divided by mass of compound taken. Okay, so next Carrier's method. Carrier's method is used for the estimation of chlorine, bromine, iodine, sulfur. Okay, so first estimation of chlorine. Percentage of chlorine is equal to 35.5 divided by 143.5 into mass of AgCl formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Next, percentage of bromine is equal to 80 into 188 into 80 by 188 into mass of AgBr formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Percentage of iodine is equal to 127 by 235 into mass of AgI formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. And percentage of sulfur is equal to 32 by 233 into mass of barium sulfate formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Next one is ignition method. Ignition method is used for the calculation of phosphorus. The percentage of phosphorus is equal to 62 by 222 into mass of Mg2P2O7 formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. So next one is iodine method. Iodine method is used for the estimation of oxygen. Percentage of oxygen is equal to 32 by 88 into mass of carbon dioxide formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Percentage of oxygen is also calculated by this method. Percentage of oxygen is equal to 5 into 16 divided by 2 into 127 into mass of iodine formed divided by mass of compound taken into 100. Friends, you like this video, please share, subscribe and click the notification symbol. Thank you.